Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. We're here on a Thursday. It is Thursday here, another day. It's Friday and the weekend's around the corner for us. It is me, myself, and I. We're going to continue on with the Outer Worlds because I'm pretty sure we are close to the finale here, or one of the finales. And I think what I want to do is we get through this pretty quick. I might just replay it again real quickly, just to see the other endings as well. So I've got an idea how to trigger the endings. I'll look through it over the last couple of days. It didn't really spoil too much when it comes to what the ending or what the endings involve. So we're looking at doing that this evening. Now the thing is though, is I kind of want to look at maybe trying to finish off some of these side quests, mostly the companion quests overall. And I feel like it's probably important. Not all of them though, because I've only triggered 4. So we might do some of that. I don't know about doing this faction quest right now. I'm probably just gonna leave it. I mean, we do actually have a bit of time. This triggered the whole, this is the last thing you get to do, right? Like, if there's anything else we want to clean up, we've got to do it now. So maybe we do some of that. Okay, so first things first, let's do Empty Man. We'll take our fantastic priest with us. And what we'll do is... I don't want to carry all this stuff with me. Hey, wait a minute. Here we go. I'll drop some of the stuff off. Vermin too. Jesus Christ, okay. But I will leave my gear with me. So, let's do the Vicar's little mission. Again, we're pretty much just going to try and finish up as much as we can this evening.
You got a second? If we wanted the board's attention, we got options. Piracy, vandalism, maybe some light arson. We want to put some fear in the board, right? Get them scared of us.
Okay.
I want to believe you, but the adjutant didn't seem too scared of us. You just got an audience with Sophia Conde. That's the adjutant to the chairman? You sure we should be trusting her?
Not really, but I mean, I don't need to trust her so long as she pays for my work.
Working for the board always costs more than it pays. No job's worth your principles.
That's a good point, Felix.
It was? No one's told me that before. I mean, yeah, absolutely. Think about it.
Thinking about
we're
it.
freelancers and all. We take work where we can find it. But we gotta be vigilant, you know? This is how the board gets you. A job here, an errand there. Before you know it, you're calling him sir and ma'am.
Your warning has been
I
noted.
appreciate your time. Let's get back to it.
Okay, so yes, I have the Vicar with me. And do I keep Ellie? Yeah, I'll just keep Ellie on for now. So we'll do this thing for the Vicar, and then from there we'll figure out exactly, we'll probably do the one for Vardy next, I guess. It's out over there. Well, we're pretty much ready. I don't see a lot of things getting in our way here. I think we should be pretty sweet. Considering we've already pretty much cleared this area out already. And that was a while ago, so anything that's respawning should be easy. I don't want to deal with this guy.
I got this.
I have your back.
Don't mess with us.
I didn't get very far. This is too far.
Who's ready for more?
Like I said, just pushovers. I'll take that, that, and that. I don't care about your... Oh, don't care about that.
Here we go. Down they go.
That's it? Just one thing? Ooh. Just random drones.
Take him down.
Jeez, I thought there was something else. Okay, Hermit's Lodge. Okay, so before we try to get through this before, and it wasn't successful, so now that we...
What have the solar
Can get
winds
in here.
deposited on my doorstep now? Just more dirt and debris? Or do you actually believe you are here seeking the truth? I must admit, I tire of the truth seekers. Mayhaps you're here to rob me? That would be so much more exciting.
I mean, we could rob you if you want. That depends. Who are you?
Oh, the audacity. Strangers enter my home and demand to know who I am? What fun! Is this a multiple choice question? Because I'm not sure I remember anymore.
Oh, the ex-con obviously lied to us. This woman is nothing but a buffoon.
No, she's not. She's a lady of transcendent wisdom. Can you not see that?
Very astute. And I'm out here to meditate and contemplate the unendurable mystery without being bothered. So why are you bothering me?
Okay. We've got this book that needs translating.
We've been told this was once yours. I believe the knowledge within here contains the answers I seek. Answers that will free men's minds from toil.
I can translate it, but it won't do you any good. I can see you are a man in a hurry, and the insights in that book would take you years of study to fully comprehend.
I have spent my life in contemplation. I believe my mind is prepared to receive the truth.
Yeah, we've come a long way to help Max get some peace.
There is one way that can speed up the process. It involves a combination of several ingredients, some of which can be fatal. It is not for the faint of heart or the unprepared.
What happens if you're unprepared?
Either hallucinations followed by unconsciousness and a headache, or raving insanity, which can be fun in its own way.
Well, Max just said he was prepared, didn't he?
And I believe he may be right. There is both violence and peace warring inside you, Max. This process would be extremely tenuous for one such as yourself.
I'm committed, no matter the cost.
I'll supervise for safety purposes.
Sure, I'm in.
All right. Head on into the meditation room and partake of the sacramental incense. It's waiting on the table when you're ready to begin.
Alright, let's do this. We're gonna get fucked.
I'll keep quiet.
Shut up and get in here. Both of you? Are we dead?
Poor Maximilian.
What is this?
Why are you still doing this? You've been fighting against the world since before you left home. Haven't you figured out yet that the more you fight, the more pain you cause yourself?
Mother, you're dead. You can't be here. I knew this was too good to be true. These are just cheap hallucinogens that have... What's happening to my voice? Does my voice sound weird to you? And what's wrong with your face?
He's losing the
Let's
plot.
stay focused here, Max. Your voice always sounds weird.
Like, see what happens if you hurt her. If she's in a hallucination, why am I seeing her too?
We are obviously the victims of a tasteless joke being perpetuated. Perpetrated? I mean, we're being made fools of, aren't we? When I get out of here, I'm going to show that hermit what you get for messing with me.
Maximilian, always ready to give up, to lash out, always searching for answers, but always in the wrong place, never looking inside himself.
We came here so you could learn how to not be an ass, Max. So, stop being an ass.
Yeah, we came all this way. We gotta at least hear her out.
Thank you. It relieves me to see there's at least one positive influence in my son's life after all these years. Has he told you how he thoughtlessly abandoned us?
Thoughtlessly? How could you say that? I only wanted you and Father to be proud of me. I was going to be the perfect vessel. I was going to be a better, more full of the plan. This here, it's all coming out wrong. The plan, it filled you with a joy I could never feel. I wanted it. And being a laborer made me miserable. I was better than that.
You certainly convinced yourself you were. But don't feel bad. We continually lie to ourselves, weaving stories in a vain attempt to convince us that we are in control of anything. These stories are how we try to make sense of our lives, but they are not real, are they? They're just stories. You need to drop your story and see the truth.
Seeing the truth is easier said than done. How about we cut to the chase here, lady? Figment. Shut this crap down, Max. You don't need this. Your mom's right, Max. Your story blinded you to the truth and ended you in prison.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Look where we are, Max. Trusting an unbalanced hermit with your sanity seemed rational to you? Didn't your story push you to study banned works to unlock the secrets of the plan?
No, I just wanted to prove to my parents that damn it. You're right.
Max, you need to lay the past to rest. What happened with your father and I, it's long dead. To attain your goals, you must live in the chaos. Be fine with the chaos. Whether you resist or not, it will take you wherever it wants. More assuredly than even the fictional architect's plan you slave away to prove.
No, that's not true. The basis of everything is order, not chaos. It's true, I know it is. So did you. Why are you denying it? Before you died, the plan made you happy.
No, it didn't. I made myself happy. There's nothing holding you back but you. If you can't understand that, you will never understand anything. Goodbye, Maximilian.
This whole
not
thing,
wrong.
it's just a farce, right? Just my own brain working against me? You couldn't be more right. Hello, Max.
Is this him?
What? Who?
That's him.
Why do you look like me? Are you me? Not really. I'm who you think you are. I am disciplined, controlled. I have no doubts. And I don't exist. Yet you have judged yourself against me your whole life. Why? Why do you berate yourself for not being me?
Let them talk. Let them talk? If he does, he shouldn't. He's a better man than he gives himself credit for.
I don't feel right about this anymore. I need to get out of here. You asked for this. Why are you fighting it? The same reason you always do. Fear of the unknown. Not having control. Is this the answer? Because it sure sounded like an answer that I don't understand. Who are you again? And why do you look like me?
I'm not seeing the resemblance, Max. This other guy's a lot better looking than you.
It's kind of sad, Ellie. He's just here looking for the truth.
He's not looking for the truth. He's looking for a new way to organize reality in his head. A new story of the happy you, the contented you, me. That's not... It can't be right. I've only been searching for the answer to the equation, because it will set us free, won't it? How? By removing the need to make any decision, to have your life completely controlled, the illusion of certainty. Your obsession allowed you to avoid the real question. Who are you? I'm Max. Me! I'm real. You can't convince me otherwise. Please don't convince me I'm not.
Can we try to convince him otherwise?
So you're going to convince Max he's not real. This should be interesting. Emmett may have been right. Listening to you talk seems to be driving me insane.
Your individual self is what's not real. It is simply a concept. By the architect. Architect. How could I have believed in an architect? It's ridiculous. I must be losing my mind completely. What you're saying almost makes sense. We exist inside our thoughts, thinking we're in control. That's it, isn't it? We have no control over anything. It's all lies. How could I not have seen this? But how do we escape ourselves?
Don't. You're doing great, Max. Do you think the hermit would mind if I throw up in the corner?
I see you're back with us. Feared we lost you there. Never seen anyone pass out yet stay upright before.
Thankfully, all that talking and arguing ruined my high. You're not quite.
Woke
We
up.
just want to know what happened.
The illusions I built for myself just fell away. I'm no longer interpreting, I'm experiencing. Everything is perfect.
Really? Have you looked around the colony?
No, not perfect in that sense. But it is still perfect. It's all there to be experienced, to be lived. Of course there is pain and loss, but the suffering is caused by trying to control reality. Clinging to the way you want things to be, not enjoying the way they are.
This is true. There may be something to that. You seem happy, or at least not angry.
I am content. I've finally found what I was looking for, even though I was looking for the wrong thing. Quietly now.
Well, glad you're happy. We don't need to talk to you anymore. We're done. So that's that. Max basically just needed to chill the fuck out and not try to have so much control over things. Or think that you could have control over things. And pretty much just enjoying things the way they are.
I believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherwave serial.
I don't really care at the moment, Ada. Right, time to talk to Parvati. Let's get the state going.
Okay. So I was watching this program. You remember that spin-off series about the mass marketeer?
I'm pretty sure I've heard all this
I
before.
swear, next time we put into Groundbreaker, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask her over. Oh, I'm so nervous. Having trouble focusing on my work.
You met that auto-mechanical clanking around the ship yet?
Oh, you mean Sam? He's just the sweetest, ain't he? A real charmer, my dad'd say.
Given him a nickname yet?
Nah, but I've been thinking on one. Gotta get to know him better, I think. Maybe ask him what he prefers. It ain't nice to give folks a nickname without him giving you the okay first, you know? Of course, that don't stop Felix.
Okay, time's over. So, off to the Groundbreaker.
This is my favorite room. It's so spacious.
Okay, let's finish up Pavati's little quest here.
The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Fantastic. Let's see exactly how this is going to turn out. Hang on. Wait, it's telling us to go back this way? Why? I don't understand. Is she waiting for us at the front already? Didn't even realize. Or is it still meant to be inside the ship? I'm so confused as to how this is meant to work.
I definitely won that round.
You always seem to, huh?
They're always shooting that
That's
shit.
because I'm usually right.
All right. She's on her way. How do I look?
What's your dress? You look terrific.
Oh, my hands have finally stopped shaking. All right, all right. Deep breath. Here I go.
Check on the date. Just gonna do a stealth mission here. I'm sneaking in.
Anyhow, so I told him, Dad, I'm a big girl now. I ain't need your help. I can do it on my lonesome.
What did he say to that?
Have at it then. And he handed me his favorite wrench, the one he used for the canner. He was probably half as tall as I was.
He didn't scold you for talking back to him?
Nah, he was never like that. I always thought it was funny when I get indignant about something. Then he'd watch me do whatever it was, make sure I didn't get hurt, but he'd never interfere. I learned a lot that way.
I wish I could have met him. Anyone who helped shape you must have been a special person.
Don't look at me. I'm not here. Ignore me. Bye. Okay, now what? What's it supposed to do? Oh, leave the ship. Right, Felix. You haven't been doing much. Come with me. The hell? You go out. We go back in. Game, why? Why would you? Oh my god, it's just like a waste of time. We're basically playing loading simulator.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
Hello?
Okay, Captain, she's gone.
Did it go well?
I'm near about vibrating. I'm so excited. So she got here, and Well, she sneezed. She said, "Wow, new soap?" And I was like, "Yeah, rosish." Turns out it tickled her nose. Oops. And then she just sort of touched my arm real gentle-like and called the cut of my outfit elegant. I couldn't hear the rest on account of my heart was beating so hard. Then I led her into the kitchen. I think she about cried when she saw the spread.
So you laid out the meal, brought June in, and started the music?
She stood stock still and just said, "Oh," real soft. Oh, and let me tell you, I was sweating. And then she blinked and said, "Is that dustbat casserole?" I told her how we got Mr. Raymond to bake it for us, so it was double authentic. Made by a real live monarch person.
Yeah, close enough.
Well, we talked a bunch over dinner about the things we learned just through messages, stuff we repaired, how I taught her to salvage and she taught me to build. When I brung out the sweetheart cakes, June, she got a little teary, said she had a thing she needed to say. But I stopped her because I wanted to say it first. I never felt so bold, Captain.
And?
I told her about how she made me feel. Bold like I acted, strong, smarter and kinder than I am on my lonesome. I listed all the things I liked about her. And then she pulled out a paper and read a speech. She talked about the things she admired about me, like my cleverness and my humor, and how it made her want to be more open.
Wait. Yeah, wait, she wrote a
She
speech?
was worried she wouldn't get the words out right, especially after that message about Isabel. It's sweet. Anyhow, when she wrapped up, I asked her to be my girlfriend. And Captain, she said yes! And then she sneezed again, on account of the flowery soap.
What about your disinterest? Yeah, in physical affection.
We talked about it some. I told her I wasn't sure how it'd work, how I've had a bad time of it in the past. She said we'll take it as it comes. Fix things together. Share meals, talk. Maybe she could rub my shoulders when they're sore. I said I might like that.
Oh, congratulations,
It's all on your
Parvati.
account, you know. Imagine if you'd never taken me out of Edgewater. I'd have never met Junlei at all. I don't know nothing about the Vicar's capital P plan, but you've sure changed my life. So, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna head to my cabin and happy scream into my pillow for like an hour.
Well, that's Parvati's one done. And got some points to use here. Long gun's already maxed. What's the next thing here? I might just put onto dialogue. Alright. Enchanted evening perk. What? I don't remember this. I was only up to tier 4. Okay, maybe not. Alright, next quest. The Low Crusade. Gotta head down to Fallbrook. And there's some other things to do for Nyoka as well. So I guess this is probably a good opportunity to just change out their loadouts. So I've got Ellie. I think Ellie's loadout's fine. Armor's fine. I can also change my armor as well while I'm at it. And then Nyoka. Okay, so gonna need some new weapons there. Let's just try that one. Okay, so we need to look at a new gun. We'll give her a science one. Let's give her a science one. And a new melee. Maybe I'll give her the plasma cutter. Yeah, let's go with the plasma cutter. Wait, another point. Down during combat. Combat effects inflicted by this companion ability lasts longer. Let's wait on that point for now. Have fun with the stuff instead. I hope this works out better. As a backup, oh crap, that's not what I was meant to do. As a backup, I will get you another weapon just in case. And I'm thinking to give the old reliable. Maybe I'll give the old shot cannon ultra. Actually, Ellie's got shock, so I'll give her the flamethrower. As for armor, what kind of armor should I give her? She can probably just keep what she has. Okay.
You're in control here, Parvati, not the gun. Don't let a hunk of metal.
Alright. Back to, not Tartarus, Monarch. Use the Fallbrook Landing. I think that Fallbrook Landing is probably the best bet, because at least straight from here I can do...
We're now in orbit above Fall.
I could do Ellie's one, and then from there we'll venture out.
Captain.
Okay. Oh, it's meant to leave him. It's meant to leave him behind. Let's just quickly change this up again. It's a shame that you can't really change party members on the fly. That would be pretty neat. Or at least when you're in like a safe area or something. That'll be pretty handy. Alright. Let's go get you some paperwork for some fake insurance.
Said you'd off 3 days ago.
Guess what's in here?
Looks like the place.
I see you're still in one piece. However, you never know when that could change. Consider our accidentally torn into tiny fragments coverage. Note that all of your fragments must be recovered and must be smaller than a standard bit cartridge for the payouts to kick in.
I need to change the beneficiary on Marlon Finhill's life insurance policy.
I remember that one. That's the young socialite who broke her neck, right?
Of course, no one remembers me for the marauders I've killed or the bits I've stolen. Typical.
That claim was airtight. Our best investigators couldn't find an exclusion for that one.
Let's stay on topic. I want to change your beneficiary.
You can't, of course. Only Miss Fenhill can assign her beneficiaries. And she's dead. If we let every friend, relative, and acquaintance change a policy like that, people would do it all the time. Imagine the paperwork.
Oh, yes, imagine. Okay, how would I change it?
Oh, you mean hypothetically? Well, hypothetically, you'd access the terminal in the back room that contains data on all our policies. And you'd theoretically add the beneficiary of your choice. But you wouldn't actually do that, of course. That would be fraud.
Yeah, of course. It would be fraud. I've got some bits, I guess.
I'm forbidden from accepting bribes, no matter how tempting.
Look at this. Look at it as a fine that I'm paying in advance.
The employee handbook doesn't say anything about that. Very well. I'll need the name of the new beneficiary.
Ellie Fenhill?
If you say so. The payouts will flow exclusively into the new account at the start of the month. I hope Ms. Fenhill enjoys her newfound prosperity.
Thanks.
Can we talk?
That was easy enough.
You really did it.
Although you kind of
Give
owe
these
me like
payouts a few years and I'll be
$2,500.
rolling in it.
How does it feel?
I've never been prouder to stand back and watch someone else work. I'm just glad my folks aren't gonna live off that awful story they made up. Maybe now they'll have to go back to real jobs.
Cut to the chase, Ellie.
Sure. You did my job, so here's your fee.
I appreciate. Yeah, I didn't really do this for the money.
Don't make it weird. Even you've got to be in it for the money now and then. Why else would you go through all this trouble?
You're my friend. What else? We're crewmates.
I always thought it meant we get used to the smell of each other's dirty socks. But you really do see a rosier version of things, huh?
I'm a doer, not a talker. Friendship is important. What else are we fighting for if not for the people we care about?
You don't have to get all mushy about it. Still, maybe you've got a point. Maybe it's good to watch someone's back now and then so that one day they watch yours. So, you just keep the money. One of us has to look out for your interests.
Wouldn't want to be indebted to me, huh?
It's nothing personal. It's just the closest thing I've got to a code. Anyway, enough of the touchy-feelies, huh?
Okay, let's go. We're done here. So that's the Lowly Crusade done. Star-Crossed Troopers. Where do we have to go for this? It's up there. So we can do it from the Cascadia Turnpike. Alright. This hellhole. What the hell? Ugh. I kinda don't miss this place.
On it, Captain.
This place is just full of death and despair.
Raps. Let's clear this sulfur-sodden fucks out so Hayes can rest in peace.
Sure. You guys.
Time for
I'll take that.
action.
I got the big wolf. Is that it? It seems to be it. That was pretty smooth. Okay, that's the grave.
Hayes was the best self-sacrificing son of a saint I ever met. Halcyon is worse off without him. Now, If we're gonna lure the Manta Queen out, we'll need to find Rebecca and Anders. They took a UDL contract on Terra 2. We never heard from them again. Think it's time I call in a favor with Hiram. If anyone can track them down, it's him.
Hold on. Tell me about the UDR contract.
I don't know much about it. It paid well, so they took it. They said they'd be back in a couple of weeks and that maybe we could all use the money to get off Monarch. That was a long time ago.
You didn't try to find them?
I should have. I really should have. But soon after they left, Hayes and the others died. And to be honest, after him, I stopped trying. Because it hurt like hell to do so.
Okay, fair enough.
Thanks. I'm still not convinced I won't come to regret it, but we've started down this path. Might as well see it through. Maybe it'll stop me screaming at night. Now come on, let's make tracks before Hiram dies of old age.
Right, so where are we going? Off to Devil's Peak. Let's see if we can get to them quick. Find out what's going on and where we need to go to next.
I wonder if Hiram's home. Just kidding. Guy never sets foot outside.
Well, we cleared this place out, so it should be pretty clean. I wasn't too sure if they were like friend or foe. Yeah, we cleared out everything in here, so we should be pretty safe in here. Question is how to get to the top again. I don't remember. Coming through this way. There's no elevator or anything. Door's locked. I'll take a bracelet. Okay. That works. I had no idea there was an elevator there. Completely forgot about that. Right, now. He should be around up top here. There he is.
So much for peace and quiet. Would it kill the universe to cut me some slack?
Oh, shut up.
Oh, great. I love doing pro bono work for friends.
Aw, you called us friends. I'd normally entertain your self-aggrandizing delusions, but this time it's important.
Important to you is not the same as important to me. Although I do recognize that you may have earned some goodwill during your months laboring for me.
She's your friend and she's in need.
Tug on my heartstrings, why don't you? Look, I'll do what I can, all right?
Rebecca Hodges and Anders Wadsworth. They took a UDL contract back when Monarch went to shit, and I need to find them. I believe them to be on Terra 2.
If UDL hired 2 hunters back then, it would have been for creature clearing purposes round one of their Spacer's Choice outposts. These are the coordinates for the outpost under the last UDL contract. Now scram. And, good luck.
So about that show.
Yes, the one that crashed. I saw it on the security feed. A bit grainy, but an invigorating watch all the same. What about it?
It was pretty wild, wasn't it? Us sharing the experience of seeing a crash like that.
Is this bonding?
I'm trying to bond here.
I'm not
Come on,
sure
man.
I like it. Next, you'll be
on.
asking me how I got the scar on my chin when I was 11.
Okay.
Most of it's underneath along my jaw, but yes, it seems to have faded with time. Moral of the story is, never run with scissors.
Yeah, okay. That is true. Sanja and Zora have decided to work together.
Ha! Oh, that's a good one. You're not serious, are you? Yes, well, let's see how long that lasts.
Okay, we're done.
I'm getting a headache behind my left temple. What could be causing it? The glare from the terminal screen? Or something else?
Oh, shut up. You're just...
Give my regards to Phineas.
You took way too much. Ooh. I believe I missed that last time. They should take us outside. From here, I can travel to... Wait, going back to Fallbrook? No, we've got to head back to the ship. I hope we're here.
Crew report.
Yep.
Bioka is drunk. Surprise.
She's always drunk. So it's close to Edgewater. That's interesting.
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
Yep, that's our crew. Everything around here is pretty easy to deal with, so I don't have to worry about it too much. So it's behind us. Behind the geothermal plant. I had no idea that we're here.
I'd wager this is the outpost. Rebecca! Anders! Come on out!
That's all of them. Don't need the Deadeye Assault Rifle. Don't need the Triple 8 either. I had no idea. I've never actually been here yet. I thought I have. I'm sure I have. Well, while we're here, we might as well look around and see exactly if there's anything worth taking. He thinks it's mostly going to be ammo. No, why are they at the back? They're inside.
Hey, take a gander. The door's busted. Rebecca? And? Huh. Rebecca taught me this once. You can jerry-rig these old locks so as they don't open anymore. But we've only ever done that if we're in a real bind. Here, I'll fix it.
This is bad.
Oh no. Oh no. What did you do?
Uh-oh. This looks bad.
Its display is faded and the buttons are almost entirely rusted through. But you can still make out bits and pieces of what look like Rebecca's final entries. Lord help me, but Anderson was right. We never should have taken this contract. I thought Monarch was bad, but this is unbearable. Everyone here is blind and addled, or I don't know what. The towns won't let us walk in without an employment contract. I can't even find someone to let me send a message. All the capable folk here, we're stuck. Anderson and I fucked up. We didn't take the contract for the bits. We didn't take it because Primal sounded cool. We took it because we wanted out. Monarchs live in hell. We were sick of getting sick. I've boiled, wrapped it on, and it's stinking like sulfur no matter how hard you scrub. Of fighting day in and day out. We're exhausted. We thought we could use the contract money to find our place here, settle down, but this place ain't any better. It's just different. We're starving all the same. We never should have left. I just thought maybe we could do better. I miss you, kid. More orders at the door. Anderson split out. I'm on my way. I won't let them get me. Not alive anyway.
They were... That bitch! They were all set to abandon us! What would Clara say, huh? Every day she'd ask if we heard from you. And she'd have forgiven you! The kid had a soul that made the sulfur smell like roses! Ugh. Or to leave your medallions to rot with you, but Clara would want to be buried with her sister.
Oh, got the medallions. That's it was not good. That was not good.
At least I know. Ought to have learned by now that getting one's hopes up tends to open them to being dashed across the stars. I hate to say this, but Clara died thinking her sister was still fighting to get back home. I'm glad. If she were still alive now, break her to know the truth.
Just still want to know, just the same as you did.
Yeah, maybe. I'm used to disappointment. She was still so naive as to let it hurt her every time it happened. Only thing left is to take these medallions home, which means figuring out how to bait the Mana Queen out of our old base. The most pissed off I've ever seen a queen was when a foreign species was on her soil. I'd wager the stench of a primal might do the trick.
Wait, what? So how the hell are we going to get a primal there? I don't think there was anything about the wilderness you didn't know.
That'd be boring. Half the fun in exploring is the fact that you're on an unknown trail. I've never had the pleasure of hunting primals, but I hear they're all over Scylla. Let's tear a few apart, shall we? I'm sure they've got pheromones. Everything does.
Alright. Off to Scylla. We were just there before as well. If I had known that this is how it's going to end up, we could have saved some time backtracking, but this is okay.
If you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix, they're sharing a drink upstairs.
Thanks, Ada.
Destination reached. Scylla.
Hey, boss.
Please avoid damaging yourself or others while you're...
Hey, boss. Got a hypothetical for you? You got a friend, see? Somebody you knew when you were growing up. You were close. Then one day, they up and vanished.
Okay.
5 years go by, they send you a message out of the aether. What's going through your head?
Are you going somewhere with us?
Guy by the name of Clyde Harlow. He was an old friend of mine. Honestly, he was probably my first and longest friend. I just heard from him. Says he wants to talk to me. Says it's urgent.
This is obviously important to you. Let's go.
Figured I should let you know, seeing as we're on Scylla and all. Clyde's got a base on the other side of this rock. I appreciate this, boss. I know you're going out of your way for me.
Okay. Well, since we're here, we might as well, right? But let's check out your loadout. Yeah, you're gonna need some bit of firepower here, buddy. Let me fix that for you. We're dealing with primals. I'm gonna guess that maybe the blade that you have. What do I give him? Give him the bolter pistol and the pro-tossable stick. Oh, I don't need 2 of these. Alright, we're taking that and that's it, because I'm gonna give you the flamethrower. How's your armor? Your armor's fine. Actually, that is probably good. Let's just go with that. Okay, so Ali stays behind, Felix comes along, and Nyoka. Alright, done. Oh. That was ballsy. I shouldn't have done that.
I'm on it.
Good old flamethrower. Yeah, I must well grab all the bits and pieces. This is Nyoka's one, isn't it? It's close to it. Then what about Felix's one? Guess we'll find out soon enough. Alright, primals. Whoa. Whoa!
Here I come.
Yeah, give him a drop kick to the face. Wow. You got a pretty angry attack. Take that. Take the bits, please. Nothing here. A pickaxe, sure. Quite a few primals around here. You can hear them.
Nobody messes with you. You want some of this?
Oh, in the face! Didn't do anything. Whoa! How did it get behind us and why is it floating? Oh, that's right. The weapon makes it float. We're fine. We're fine. Oh, she's got a really aggressive attack. Okay. How many of these do I need to find? Oh, 3. Can I fast travel? Yeah, I can. We'll do the one down here. Stop them.
To shreds, you say?
Yeah, we'll take all your stuff there, buddy. You're dead. You're not gonna need them. Whoa, that one had a lot of things in it. Just going out of the game. Thank you. Number 2. One more. Yo, she's pretty angry.
School of Felix!
Just out of nowhere.
I will end you!
And hide. Can't hide from us. Don't try it next time. Where's the mech? Yeah, it's fine. We'll skip the mech. We don't need to worry about it. Ooh. It's the wrong target. But...
Hey, Bob!
in the face! You float away, buddy. You float away. It's all of them.
That queen ain't gonna go down easy. I can't wait. What's up?
Yeah, these glands are gross. Take them.
Outstanding. These ought to be enough. Let's get back to Monarch. There's an old base I used to call home. I can get us in the door, but we'll have to shoot our way through the Queen's brood to get to the center. We'll set the bait there.
Cool.
Password to the door is Charon.
It's Charon.
Hayes' idea. Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, Nyoka. Charon. He said it was some old myth. Something about death and all the things we killed. Rest of us just thought it sounded cool, so here we are.
Does actually sound pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. So we do need to be back up there. So where is this guy then? Let's sell some bits and pieces. I'm sure we've got a little bit to sell here. Are we meant to be inside the ship? Felix, man, why are you wasting our time here, buddy?
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
There's nothing here. Why won't his quest... Harlow. Was that the guy that... I think he's gone. I think he was the guy that we saved when we first got to that planet, and then he just left. Because he was meant to do a delivery. The delivery should have been to the Groundbreaker.
What's on your mind?
Let's ask you about this Harlow guy.
Yeah, sure thing. Ask away.
You think Harlow might be in trouble?
That's what I don't know. The message was light on details. No explanations, as usual. Clyde. He was a blustery old cuss. Carried on about violent revolution and seizing the means of production.
Hmm. And what do you
Clyde
know?
was my first friend, but he was also my mentor. Taught me how to think, how to question, how to disobey. I figured the board got him in the end. Some guys with black uniforms snatching him off the street in the middle of the night or something.
Okay. Well, I don't know what to tell you, man. He's not here. I might just have to go back to Monarch for now. We'll finish this one off first, and then we'll go back to we'll go back to Felix's one. Alright, before we carry on with this and we do the Manta Queen one, quick break for me. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, have a drink, a vape, we'll carry on with this, and yeah, we'll finish off Nyoka's side quest, or companion quest, and then see if we can do Felix's one. If we can't, that's fine, we're gonna go on and maybe do this, not maybe, we will just end up doing this last quest, which I believe should be the last quest. So anyway, we will be right back. Right, we're back. Let's do this. I'll take Ali instead. There's some pretty heavy firepower here. So it's over there. All right, team. What the hell? What's up with these clowns?
Does it? Time for a drink?
Bloody clowns. Okay. Sorry, but we're here to kill everything. Get loose.
To shreds, you say? That's how it's done, Captain.
Manta swarms don't really drop anything, do they? Yo, these people, they got fucked. Right, we're going deeper. Got sublight thugs.
Whew, here we go. I haven't set foot in here since... Well, I'm ready. Yeah, right? Yeah. Here we go.
Let's do this. I want to kill every single one of these guys. Every single one of them. No survivors. What space do I got? Yeah, I still got a lot of space. Just gonna dismantle some of the stuff while I'm at it. Gee, I should probably start selling a lot of the stuff first, right? Money's probably more important at the moment. Right, bitches, we're here. Let's party.
How about that? Clean this up, right?
Right, it's all cleaned up. Not a lot of survivors though.
Well, this is the spot. You know, I thought I'd be angry. I thought I'd storm in here in a rage and exterminate all these bugs and everything would be all right in the end. But I ain't. I'm mostly just empty. A little sad, maybe. The first night Hayes and I spent in here, we knew it was home. It's safe. It's got a nice chill to it. But mostly, it doesn't stink of sulfur.
That is true. You know, it did feel a bit different when we walked in.
Monarch folks often joke about it. Not because of the smell or the grittiness it leaves in your throat. Not because of the headaches or the coughing. It's because there's no escaping it. It's life here, and there ain't anything you can do about it. But here, somehow the sulfur never made it. The nights we spent in here felt like vacations. So we started building.
Wait, what? You built all this?
We hauled in steel. Hired sublight folk to help. That's how we met Anders and Opal. They stuck around after our contract was up. Opal liked camping. Anders liked chasing her tail. 4 of us for a while, scraping together what bits we could to build our home. Then came Rebecca, a sawbones out of the Cascadia survivors, who took a kindness to Hayes. And Clara, her little sister. I'll admit I wasn't keen on taking her on at first. But for a teenager, she was surprisingly capable.
Must have been a brave kid.
More like attached at the hip to her older sister. Got a kind of strength between them, I suppose. She had a head for numbers. Helped us trade hides for food and materials. Negotiated contracts. Turned out to be mighty useful. Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, and me. 6 folks, 1 name. 1 family. Charon. Despite Monarch trying to kill us day in and day out, we managed to belong.
I'm sorry they aren't here to see us kick some manty ass. Yeah, you're with your family. I'm sorry they're gone.
Me too, Captain. But I'm starting to think that maybe I found another. Now let's get to shooting before I get all sentimental. Watch out!
Where you at, bitches? Kill everything!
I am a soul. Watch the pro work.
Let's do the queen. That's it. Or did. Now, before I loot it, what's this other stuff here? It's ammo. Oh, that's Clara. Her medallion. What died in here? That sucks, man. That actually sucks. That's so cool.
Wish these were more auspicious circumstances, but at least we're all here. This bringing them together, burying them. This is the kind of thing Hayes would have done. That makes it stupid. By all accounts, we should have left well enough alone, but that also makes it right. Captain, thank you.
We'll just say
You mind if we rest a spell before we head out? I'd like to bury Opal and Clara proper before I lay everyone's medallions to rest.
Of course. I think you should hold on to them.
Why? Them's painful memories, Captain.
I'll help remind you of both the good and the bad, not just the bad.
Huh. That ain't a bad point. All right, Captain. Thanks.
Now, I need to go back and loot that frickin' queen. I hope I can still loot the queen. Yep. What else needs to be done here? Oh, that's it. That's done. Dismos was having the gall to die before me. Between Raptidons and women. He died doing what he loved, chasing tail. At the very least, you came back to us in the end. From the very few who deserved better. Are these perks that I keep getting? Is it my perks? I can't tell. Still don't know what to use that point for. Right, anyway, that one's done. So is there a chance that we could finally do this one? Be great if we could. Like, I would love to be able to, like, carry on with this one. Because it wants us to go back to Scylla.
Crew report. Nyoka is drunk.
Out in space.
Guys.
Alright, let's meet this guy. Actually, Nyoka's ability is pretty cool. She just goes ape shit. Okay, so I have not been here.
Hey you, looking for something? Where do you think you're going?
Looking for someone. Yeah, Felix Milestone's with me. Clyde Harlow's expecting us.
Yeah, the captain said we might be getting a new recruit. That you then?
Sounds like Clyde's jumping to conclusions, but yeah, I'm Felix.
You're on a first-name basis with Captain Harlow, huh? All right, go on through.
Perfect.
sights on.
I don't know if we can steal anything.
Why do we even have one of these?
Logs. Memo. Rule number 1, Harlow's the boss. 2, fuck the board through. Why are you still reading, pig? Wake up, if you're seeing this, the board already owns you. We're looking for the rules. Okay. Guys are just straight up pirates. Oh, I can take all that.
Well, hey there, Hullhead. Clawed your way out of the groundbreaker at long last?
Uh-huh. Oh, sorry, were you expecting me to say something? Maybe a long time no see or a you've aged, old man?
Yeah, this is awkward.
So, you took Felix under your wing. Kept him busy. Good. Kid always needed a place to belong.
He kicks things what need kicking, and we look the other way when he starts talking anti-corporate. It's a good arrangement.
Hear that, Clyde? I've been making something out of myself.
So long as you haven't been making a fool of yourself. I'm sure Felix has no end of stories to tell of your exploits together. I look forward to catching up with the boy.
Tell me why we're here.
I'm working on something. Something big. Something the likes of which Halcyon has never seen. And I want Felix to be a part of my initiative. I'm fulfilling a promise I made to the boy, that one day he and I would change the colony together. That day has finally arrived.
Easy there, Clyde. No one said nothing about throwing in with you. In case you didn't notice, I'm pretty happy where I am.
I'm not asking you to walk away from your captain, Felix, but neither should you allow yourself to be controlled by fear. Change is not to be feared. I brought you here because I want to know where Felix's loyalties lie. When the day of our revolution comes, I want to know that I can rely on him.
Wait, you want to put him through a test? You expect me just to hand over my own crew? Fuck yourself.
Everyone in my crew proves their loyalty. No exceptions. Not even Felix. I want you to deal with a traitor for me. Name's Trask. Kill him, and bring me proof of his death. His ring should do nicely.
What did Trask do to deserve death?
Ratted us out to the board. He's been an informant. Has been for years. When he realized I was onto him, he and his little cadre mutinied. Killed 5 of my own and tucked tail. I don't know where he's hiding, but his wife might. Rosanna. Lives on the groundbreaker last I checked. Rosanna knows my crew by name and face, but you're a stranger to her. She'll talk to you.
There's more to this than you're letting on.
You think so? Maybe we should have a word with Trask. Get his side of the story first.
You'd be wasting your breath bandying words with that traitor. But if it makes you feel better, by all means. Remember, I want proof. Bring me his ring. I don't care if the hand's still attached. Here,
It's
my
aggressive.
token. Think of this as my personal signature. Anyone who knows me by my works will know me by this token.
Okie dokie. So we've got to find some guy, supposedly kill him. I say supposedly because I'm still undecided on whether or not I'm actually going to do it. Because it just seems like, you know, just some guy who decided to leave the group and whatnot. There's always something else to it, right? There's always two sides to the story.
Drunk. Surprise.
There's two sides to every coin.
The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
So let's find out exactly what's going on here. She's not far either. Is she at the bar? No, she's not at the bar. She is at the bar.
This is Halcyon News.
You mind trying to have a moment here?
You, Rosanna.
Yeah, I was called that once upon a day. You need something?
Looking for a guy.
Rufus and I are no longer on speaking terms. I don't know where he is. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
I shouldn't show the emblem. I'm sure you don't mean that. It's not like you know that I'm working for Sophia Akande. I'm on the level. You can ask Julie about me.
You're telling me you're on a first-name basis with Ms. Tennyson?
I repaired the groundbreakers for radiators were. Yeah, okay. Let's not say anything about Harlow at all.
Yeah, the promenade doesn't feel
I think that's
like
probably
I'm
the better way to
walking
do
the
it. Don't
surface
say
of
anything
Tartarus.
about Harlow.
So that was you, huh? Rufus is hiding out in Emerald Vale. Got a few friends with him. That's as much as I know.
I have a few questions for you.
Please, just make it quick.
You and Trask split up?
That's right. Our marriage contract expired some months ago. And seeing how he's technically an outlaw, I wouldn't renew even if I wanted to.
How much do you know about Harlow?
Precious little. He and Rufus worked together on the Groundbreaker some years back before he vanished. A few years later, Rufus gets a message from an old friend. Something about starting a revolution, something about getting rich. Abandoned his work and ran off that very day.
Sounds familiar,
He must have
Felix.
been recruiting, gathering up his band of revolutionaries.
Word of advice, kid? Anybody carrying on about a revolution just wants to sell you something. I don't know Harlow, never so much as bandied a word with the fellow. You're better off having this discussion with Rufus.
Alec tells me Trask betrayed him.
Only that Rufus is in a bad way. He came to see me a little ways back. Said he had to go into hiding. Never asked why. He was here to collect his personals, complain about Harlow to me, and say goodbye. In that order.
Did he tell you anything?
No, and he was particular about that. Said I was better off not getting entangled in his mess. Little late for that, says I.
Okay.
Appreciate it. No offense meant, just been a long day is all.
Level 30. Let's go. Got perks I can use. Let's do the boom headshot. Right, back to the ship. And back to Emerald Vale, I believe.
Not today, Sam. I am not in the mood for a deep clean.
Good on you, Sam.
Oh, all right. Some culprit who shall not be named spilled Rizzo's lemon slap on my console. We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
Perfect. Okay, let's find this guy. Find out where he is. He's up over there, so I can probably go from the botanical lab. Wait, is anyone still here? Are they all gone? Might as well do some tinkering. Actually, we'll do some repairs. And then we'll tinker with this one. Or keep with the hydrate. What's going on, man? Give me a second. Dump a couple of thousand bits into this. I can't dump no more. I shouldn't dump anymore. I'll do the gloop gun. And one more. I was just thinking about having a drink. Alright. Now, let's go find this place. Find this guy so we can decide on whether or not we're going to kill him or not. Shouldn't be too far out. Because then he's hiding in a cave somewhere. Oh, dude. You got fucked, my friend. Give me your shit. I'll take everything that you have. Okay, so there are still some monsters still alive here. No, okay. Let it rip!
To shreds, you don't mess with us.
These guys all dead. Pick up all the bits and pieces I can sell. I'm gonna need more money. I thought I've been through here. Guess not. These are all outlaws. Okay, guys. We've got a problem. We've got a problem, and I don't want to start killing anyone. Not yet, anyway.
I don't know who you are or why you're prowling around here, but I'm willing to make a guess. You're one of Harlow's gun hands, ain't you? He sent you after me.
Your wife told me where you were.
Former wife. And if you so much as hurt a hair on Rosanna's head, I will put you in the ground.
Yo, whoa, 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 easy, easy, easy. Relax, she's fine.
Yeah, okay. I'm having a conversation with a hired killer, but I'm supposed to relax. Thing is, you and I are at an impasse. Harlow wants me dead, and I've got no intention of dying.
Okay, hang on, just hang on. Why did you betray Harlow?
How do I know that I can trust you?
What's the worst that can happen? Harlow sends a stranger with a gun after you. I wanted to kill you, you wouldn't be having this conversation.
Yeah, guess that's a fair point. Listen, I don't know what lies Harlow's dripped down your ear, but you'd be a fool to trust him. I never betrayed Harlow. Harlow betrayed all of us. The board's got him in their pocket, been paying him off for years. All that palaver about revolutions? It's a lie.
You're a real piece of work, Trask. Not just a turncoat, but a liar, too.
Go piss up a rope, kid. I've got nothing to prove to you. That's the whole
Piss
truth.
up a rope.
Harlow's just another board asset. A two-bit mercenary wearing a dissident's clothes.
Show me some evidence. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got proof. There's always a paper trail when the board's involved. I chanced upon some correspondence between Harlow and his employer. I don't know that it makes a difference. What was I to do with that evidence? Bring it in front of the board? There's no authority in Halcyon willing to take Harlow to task.
Yeah, there is. I'm looking at him.
Huh. You ain't like other board agents I heard about. You got a functioning spine. You want to confront Harlow yourself? Be my guest. I hid my papers before Harlow chased me out. Back in the middle of the base, there's an old vent in a utility corridor. I stashed my evidence in that vent.
Why would the board buy off Harlow?
Because he's for sale. Anything the board can buy, the board will buy. And that includes loyalty. Harlow was a charismatic bastard, and he was ruthless. With Harlow in their pocket, the board had an informant, a pirate, a smuggler, and a gang leader all rolled up into one odious excuse for a human being. Sounds like a deal to me.
Makes a point.
Board sanctioned piracy. Harlow went after the ships the board wanted destroyed, capturing anybody the board wanted captured. If we captured you, we'd ransom you. Harlow liked to do the job himself. Gather up the captives on his own ship, vanish for a couple of days. Only that's not what happened. Harlow's been selling his captives off to the board. I don't know where they ended up. Re-education, Tartarus, maybe worse. Take it you've made up your mind.
I'm not going to kill you, Trust, but I am going to ask for your ring.
You gonna tell Harlow I'm dead? May as well. I'm never going back to that life again. Here, take the ring. And for what it's worth, my gratitude.
Okay, so, optional. Find the stupid stash. He said it was up in the vent somewhere, right? Shouldn't be too hard to get.
Sam, I must confess, I have not been cleaned for far too long. You're sure this will... Oh, yes. That's the spot exactly.
Ada?
Why, I didn't expect you to be so thorough. I am ashamed to admit.
Something's wrong with you, Ada.
Oh, Captain, there you are. Pardon, but perhaps you could afford us some privacy, please?
You're weird, Ada. You're weird.
Do return in one piece, Captain.
Don't worry. This will be extremely quick. Broke my legs, but it's okay. I'll take my inhaler and I'm good to go. So there's a vent around here somewhere. It wouldn't be outside, would it? No, it's through here. Interesting. Logs. Stash receipts. Payments made to C. Harlow on behalf of the board for freelancing services included are the names of several freighters targeted by Harlow's crew, their manifest, and the sum of all cargo delivered to the board authorities.
Right. What's the word?
Trask had a lot to say about you.
Not surprised. Trask was a dead man trying to negotiate with his own executioner. He'd say anything to preserve his life.
That is true. But he did say that you're working for the board.
That's a damning accusation. Am I right to presume you have some evidence on hand?
Show him the papers. I got the receipts.
Those papers don't prove a thing. We've all done business with the Board. They own the whole damn colony. Trask put you up to this. That miserable wretch. He's trying to undermine everything I stand for.
I think you owe Felix an explanation.
Listen to me, Felix. Don't go jumping to conclusions. This isn't what it looks like.
Yeah, because it looks like you've been taking money from the Board. It looks like you sold out, Clyde.
Oh, come on, Felix. We've all taken money from the Board. They run this colony. I can't pay my soldiers in ideological purity. If I have to take the Board's money to buy my guns, outfit my troops, and prepare my revolution, then I'll do it.
Don't listen to his excuses. He's nothing but a coward. Well, actually, he makes a point, but in a way, we need to have an understanding as to what his actual intentions are. Is he doing it for an actual revolution, or is he doing it just to raise a bit of an army and continue to get paid by the Board, right?
Captain, I hope Trask hasn't tricked you into believing his ridiculous accusations. If you're willing to overlook this unpleasantness, I'm willing to take Felix into my crew.
I don't know about this, boss. You've been real good to me. I'm not too keen on jumping ship.
Then don't jump ship. I like having you around, but it's your choice to make. No, determination.
Sure, boss. Whatever you say.
You don't have to do this. You're a free man, Felix. Free to disobey.
Then I choose not to get on my boss's bad side. Sorry, Clyde. If you wanted me on your crew, you should have been the first to ask.
Then I suppose there's nothing more left to be said. Goodbye, Captain. I doubt we'll cross orbits again.
I do have his ring.
Take care of Felix, Captain.
Well, guess we just have to talk to him on the ship. I mean, I feel like that's the right thing to do, right? Like, it's up to him as to whether or not he wants to go or not. And I wasn't going to give him the ring. Like, I took the ring for the sake of taking the ring. Anyway, let's see what Felix has to say about this.
We need to talk. Listen, boss. I owe you an apology. I got stupid. Clyde wanted me on his crew, and I jumped at the shot. You took a chance with me back on the Groundbreaker. I should have shown you a little more loyalty.
You didn't have to do that. That's fine. Don't worry about that. Don't give it a second thought, Felix. I know this was important to you.
Nah, Clyde wasn't important. Knowing you can count on me, that's important. There was something else on my mind, honestly. I've been trying to make sense of all this business with Clyde and Trask. I always looked up to Clyde. The thought that he could be an agent of the Board is just abhorrent to me.
At least he's not to look up to anyone. Oh, that's not completely true. Yeah, I can understand you feel betrayed.
Did. And I'm not sure how I'm gonna get over that.
Get drunk for a start.
No kidding. I'm glad you keep the kitchen stocked.
I got you,
Give
buddy.
me a lot to think about. I'm gonna be mulling over this whole mess for a couple of days. I'm glad I didn't go back to Harlow. I've got all the family I need right here on our ship. Thanks for your time, boss.
Oh, good, Felix. Right, that's all the companion quests done. Now, let's do this. Let's go free our friend. After I save. Which one? That's the one further behind, so I think I'll save this one if I want to try and see what the bad ending looks like. Saves made up at this point can only finish the main story on Tartarus. Will be unavailable if any saves made up beyond this point. This is fine. Oh, already saved. Right.
I am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution. Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time.
Anything useful?
Resident count is as follows: 3,071. Resident deaths, including but not limited to executions, are as follows: 1,684. Resident escapes are as follows: 0. The interior can be chilly. Take a scarf with you, Captain.
Thanks,
I would
Ada.
also ask that you leave your captain's ID with me, in the event that you do not return.
Promise not to leave without me?
I can make the assurance that I will not leave with another captain unless you do not return within 876,541,652 hours. Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
That's a long time.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed.
How long will that take?
I wager it'll take a bit longer than it takes you to lose your patience and storm out of your ship looking to get shot. To be honest, that'd make my job a lot easier. You come out, we shoot you full of holes, and then everyone goes about their day worry-free. Except you. You'll be dead.
Wow, spoiler alert. If you're just going to kill me, why bother with a ticket?
Protocol is important, sir. The sentencing of one crime does not preclude the sentencing of another, technically speaking. Tartarus Docking Authority signing up. Hang on. Looks like you're gonna have company at the execution. Another ship just pulled into your dock. Wait, is that from the Groundbreaker? What the? Pay no mind to that. Just have a pleasant day.
Transmission terminated. How can I be of assistance?
So, the crew of the Groundbreaker is here as well?
Take care. I require a functioning captain to run the ship.
Right, people, we're doing this. Yep, let's do this. I'm gonna wreck some bloody heads.
So, Harlow was rottener than week-old Borst. Big surprise.
Restricted access.
The captain did
What?
The board will never own Groundbreaker.
Wait, what? That's...
Push on, Morgan. Nice. Pick yourself up.
Whoa, 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 okay, hang on. I accidentally shot the people from the Groundbreaker. That was not intentional. So we're gonna try this again. Not intentional. We have to try that again.
I am pleased to
My bad.
inform you that we have arrived at the lab. Please be. I would also.
Sure.
Oh,
Attention.
Yes, 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 yes.
I'm sorry, you people? Did you just cast a generalization on upstanding UDL employees? That's a fine of 200 bits. You're up to 5,708, not including the cost of your execution and the disposal of your remains, which will be assessed posthumously.
You're just gonna kill me? No arrest or anything?
We're on lockdown. We have standing orders to shoot intruders on sight. Tartarus Docking Authority signing up. Hang on. Look, wait.
transmission. How
So the Groundbreaker's here as well.
may luck.
Okay. Don't shoot anyone until they shoot at us first. That is the rule. Didn't even notice. It's like, wait a minute. They're on my side?
You know, I'd been assuming this entire stay on your ship thing isn't a permanent arrangement. Part of my contract? That said, you ain't been eaten or shot to death yet. Says a lot about the stability of your future. And to be honest, I'm about sick of sleeping on bar stools. So how's about this? You keep letting me stay on that ship of yours, and I'll keep shooting at the things you point at.
Okay, this is a pretty bad time to be saying such things, considering that we're on Tartarus.
Outstanding.
Jeez. Timing is just bad.
The captain did right by us once. Now it's our turn. The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I read. Push on, Mardat.
Let's go, Mardets. Get him! Get him!
To shreds, you say?
That's the last of them.
Dump the bodies for the rest.
Don't shoot the Mardets. Sorry, man. Like, you didn't hear everything that was going on there? Whoa. Get him. You did? You did. Oh, Marit's dead. Oh, oh. What the hell was that shit you were shooting me with?
Everyone all right?
More paperwork. Waste some time.
Yo, I'm just glad these guys came out.
Take your best shot, asshole.
Surprise, motherfuckers.
My kind of.
We're here to loot everything that you have. Because you're not gonna need it. Not only are we gonna save our friend, I'm gonna take everything that you have. All your bits. Nah, I'll leave that. Right, let's keep going with this. Thank you for your assistance, Mardets. The captain of the Unreliable will take it from here. Today's password in column 1 is Wanakande. Any good gear here that's worth looking into? .41 helmet. Dodge, persuade. And leadership skills, yeah. I'm pretty much just looking for another here. I don't need 2 of those. I don't need... Yeah, I don't need two of those. It's low level stuff. What I want to know is what helmet I should change to. Inspiration, sneak, persuade. Maybe I'll just go with persuade. As for weapons, I'll hold on to that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Definitely don't need that. Don't need the plasma cutter because I already got one. That can go. All these hammers are the same. Just freeing up a little bit of space. Okay. Now. Oh, that music's getting heavier.
Sure never planned on seeing the inside of this place.
Don't worry about it.
Admit, I'm not too keen on walking into a prison.
Actually, can I change her? Sure, let's just do that. Wait, she got another point? Okay. What else can I do here? This can make swaps weapons and reloads much faster. Yeah, let's do this one. And I've got another point for Ellie as well, I take it. Yeah, let's reset your cooldowns. Now, as for your armor, don't need to worry about sneak. Dodge chance.
They lock me up, I'm liable to kill everyone trying to get back out.
Ladies, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna run in, we're gonna shoot everyone, we're gonna kill everyone, and then we can move on.
Nice of them to leave us a few options.
Not here to fuck around. That's it. Not here to mess around.
To shreds, you say?
Everyone's gotta die. I know there's a couple of guys down the bottom there too. Get rid of this guy for me. Just get rid of him. Give me your ship. Just give it to me. Whoa.
Don't mess with us.
To the robot. I feel like it's a robot.
Area beginning security patrol. Security protocols triggered.
Oh, my aim. You guys are too late, we're already inside. You can't hide from us. We've got the advantage. We snuck in. Well, not really, but...
They got one of ours. Find them.
We're fine, we can do this. My aim is absolutely atrocious. Oh my god, I'm about to die. Who is... I'm sorry, Ellie. Kill him!
Covering you.
Wait, he's on the ground? That's all of them. I'm really sorry, Ellie. I didn't expect that to happen.
Rottener than week old Borst. Big surprise.
Must be a whole bunch of shit in here. Well, we're gonna sell off whatever we can. Sell, sell, sell. Armor's taking a lot of space. Don't know what's worth keeping and what's worth selling. Plasma launcher, that's interesting. Column 2 smells like. Oh dear lord, there's so much here to loot, and it's just mostly going to be ammo, isn't it? Ammo and some bits. I like how I can loot the guy's leg. Oh. Sealed, eh? Locked. Can't open it. Alright. Looks like we're gonna have to just go around. There's a lot of things we can loot here. Workbench. It's handy. Still a rifle. In fact, it's got way more damage. Okay, first things first, restore repair. And then, I don't really have a lot of money to tinker with stuff at the moment. But I will modify. And I might actually take this assault rifle instead. What if I give it a firing rate? Crit damage. So I'll give it crit damage. I don't want to increase the magazine. Do corrosive, plasma. Or shock. Maybe I do corrosive. I don't have a lot of corrosive stuff. Sights. So the best one is probably there. There's also mods for Nyoka. Do tough hit. And range weapon, defense skills. Do this one. Dodge. Probably just do dodge. As for my one, oh, this is Ellie's one. Which one's my one? I don't think I can upgrade it anymore. Why can't I repair it either? That's a little bit annoying. Anyway. Right, what are we taking out? We're taking out this one. I'm going to try this. Yep, we're trying this. Let's break down some stuff. Some junk. All right. Off to the pit. Let's see what's happening in here. I'll be able to find something interesting encounters. Well, that's a lot of them.
Guess we're going up.
Nope, we're going for a firefight. Oh, in the back of the head. I'm sorry, dude. Not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Oh, miss. This guy hiding behind here. Yo, girls, don't leave me behind here. You're gonna die. Let him rip. Yo, Ellie, deal with him.
Anyone else?
Yo, they focused fire on Noroka. That was pretty bad. But we're fine. We did the thing. Now we're expecting more guys at the top. Cannot use well in combat. Well, that's a shame. Steady hands. We'll just take all of it. Oh, oh. What can we do here? It's just records, right? Oh boy. Hi guys. What?
Let's go, troops. Stellar base counting on us.
Okay. You. Do my bidding. Oh, Iconoclast. They're here.
Everyone all right?
Yo, we got more backup. Yo, we got some backup. Who the hell? Where did sneaky bricker come from? Also, I just realized I need another consumable. What do we use? I'm gonna use that. Okay, no one's in here, which is good. is this? So that was just a... Okay. So I guess in a way we could have snuck through that. Let's take the high ground.
Whoa, careful!
Get him! Get him!
Nothing like a good tussle.
Yo, we're good, we're good, we're good. So out this way somewhere. Unsealed door. Perfect. Chairman Rockwell.
Well, look who it is. I'll be damned. I was prepping the studio for our announcement, and here you are as a bonus.
A bonus?
And the Wayward Doctor. Are you about done with your escapades? We have faces that need lifting, after all.
These days, I'm more interested in breaking them. Wouldn't mind taking a swing at yours.
I knew I smelled Monarch when you lot walked in. The stench of sulfur, depression, and desperate bravado is unmistakable.
Keep talking, and you'll be smelling iron. Ain't nobody so important I won't put a bullet in him.
Do we even let this
When
guy
you
keep
go
talking
off
here?
and
Do we
get
just
yourself shot?
put
to
a
avoid
bullet
taking one to the face.
right in his face? Right?
I want it
Now.
recognizable to show to my citizens.
Chairman of Rockwell, I presume.
My word! You've correctly identified the most recognizable man in the colony. Remarkable.
Bullet, head.
It's a wonder what Phineas saw in you. Then again, he's an insane person. Thankfully, he's our insane person now. A proper company man.
Please, Phineas would rather die.
Yes, he is an extraordinarily obstinate fellow, isn't he? Fine, he isn't working for us per se. Semantics, he'll come around. But that's between us. As far as my adoring citizens will know, we've turned a dangerous crackpot into a working-class man. It's a miracle.
That crackpot is saving the frozen colonists you gave up on.
Oh yes, go on, wake them up, add more mouths to feed. That'll solve our starvation problems. I don't know what half-baked plans that simpleton in a lab coat has been leading you through, but it's done. It's over. Let me ask you something, Captain. Have you at any point thought about not fucking up our entire society?
At least that means someone's recognizing our work.
Yeah, that is true.
I'm making actual progress towards stabilization and recovery. You're just getting in the way.
You're beginning to talk too much, my friend. You know, I wouldn't have to if you'd be more cooperative about this.
Oh, right. This coming from the psychopathic outlaw. Yes, I'll try to be more open-minded about your path of wanton dissent. We don't need your help.
You've already rallied Byzantium against you. It's only a matter of time. Oh, sorry, Ive. This isn't going anywhere, is it? I have rescuing to do. Don't be here when I get back. No, will I?
You have? Is that what you were doing at the Ministry? Look, I'm not an unreasonable man. If you manage to storm the castle, as it were, and make it out of here with Phineas alive, I can't exactly afford more havoc than you've already caused. Fine. If you survive, you'll need someone to sell the rest of the board on your plan.
Am I going to end up being a corporate tool? Good. Maybe someone can come out of you. Some good can come out of you after all. Right. You just wait here for my orders. You just wait here.
Can we talk? What did I tell you? Harlow's down with a man shtick was just an act. No one who yammers that much means half of it.
It's hard to know who to trust.
Take a page out of my rule book. Don't trust anyone. Then it's easy.
Just because Harlow turned out to be a crook doesn't mean everyone's like that.
Don't get all mushy on me now. Come on, what did we just learn? People look out for their own interests. It's a fundamental law of nature, same as gravity and conservation of motion.
He didn't try to shoot us in the back. I don't really care about his motives. Aim into that.
This is what I like about you. You may not be from here, but you fit right in. You're not helping the scientists because you think that crackpot will save the colony.
And in fact, I am.
And here I thought I'd seen it all. This galaxy must be bigger than I'd thought. Enough about Harlow, though. Anything else?
You're the one who talked to me. Ellie, every single time. Alright, Chairman.
I've got work to do.
You're gonna die. At some point, I'd like to come back and kill you. Cameras? No, just complaining about the cameras? High society cigarettes. Require visit to do. Confiscate badges, done reprint badges, pending, changing maintenance locks, pending new locks. Oh, they haven't changed the locks. Interesting. Anyway, hey, surprise motherfuckers. One, two. Okay. Chairman, if you're gonna shoot me, you're gonna die. Sorry, Chairman. But you shot her? I shoot you back? The hell's up with these guys? We didn't need him anyway. Other side, eh?
All right, MSI. I'm not one for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help.
MSI here. Go MSI. Let's go, guys. Let's go.
Everyone all right?
Anyone else still alive?
Let's see what the... Here they come.
Yo, Grim, what the hell are you holding, man? Is that a tossball stick? That's a tossball stick. It's mostly just ammo and stuff out here, right? Right, I'm going up.
Guess this is it, huh?
Take a breath now, folks. Once we're up there, I suspect we ain't gonna have time to stop shooting.
We need to do this. In fact, we should have had another gun. This we'll just have to do.
Captain, You have an uncanny talent for complicating my life. You've been working with Dr. Wells from the beginning. When we moved to arrest him, he was prepared. I lost good soldiers in the attempt. You've disrupted the balance of power. You've upset the natural order of things. You've introduced uncertainty, and there is nothing I despise more than uncertainty.
Wow, I'm about to give you some more bad news. It's over. Stand down.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
Then I'm gonna have to shoot you.
To your credit, Captain, you are one of the colony's finest specialists. Your technical abilities are beyond reproach.
Well, thank you.
For all your talents, you are the enemy of Halcyon, and therefore you are my enemy.
Are you going to do your duty or die trying? I get it. Let's move it. Let's move it along. Would have to be enemies we've worked together in the past. Actually, no, I'm here for Phineas. Let him go.
You make a nuanced and compelling argument. Here's my rebuttal. No. Dr. Wells is being held in my custody. His cooperation will prove invaluable, even if I have to beat it out of him. All that's left to do is put down this riot, arrest you, and then get on with the bloody business of saving this colony.
Do we really want to talk about this? Don't test me, Sophia.
I'm aware of your propensity for violence. Halcyon is a bloodier place because of you. You were one of my finest agents once. I don't want to destroy you. Turn yourself in, and I may yet show clemency.
I was your agent for like one freaking quest. One. That's all it was, right? Why? I didn't know you cared.
I don't, perfidious turncoat. You know... Never mind. Now I regret saying anything at all.
Then let's just skip to the part where I kill you.
This prison is equipped with an automechanical warden. I've had it programmed to eliminate you on sight and rinse your remains down a drain. And don't worry. I will inform Dr. Wells that you died heroically, or something.
Really? One machine. That bad boy? That bad boy's about to have a hard time. Do you think I'm scared of this fool? Like, I am kind of scared. Like, just a little bit, right? I'm very uncertain as to what's going to happen here. And you know what? Okay. I'm going to stop right here. Not to be a prick, but I'm going to take my break. I'm going to stretch. I'm going to get some water. I'm going to have a vape. And then we will take on this supposedly auto mechanic that's going to kick my ass. I want to see how it goes. So anyway, we will be right back. Alright, we're back. Let's do this. Ram. Ram! You are fucked, my friend.
To shreds, you say?
And he's gonna die. Let me get rid of these drones first. Ram, why are you here? Oh, you killed my crew? Who do you think you are? I've had enough of this shit. I'm full of drugs, bitch. can't do anything to me. Oh. Okay, he's harder than I thought. Oh, so that's why it's called Ram. Get out of here. You may have taken up my friends and knocked them down. But you had no chance against me. Now, you will give me what I want. Fancy place for a jail. I'm just seeing if there's anything else here. Sealed. So if I could, I would have been able to maybe break my way through and skip the fight. Interesting.
Why won't you just die? I am a storm.
You did? You did. Right.
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You did the right thing. Akande was a monster. Her death was much deserved and long overdue. And you lunatic, you broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough.
It's better be worth it. Are you kidding? The board never stood a chance against me. Well, this is true. They did not.
All in a day's work for you, huh? You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated.
I don't like the sound. Yeah, I don't like the sound of that at all. But great. And I was just about to pop open some drinks and celebrate.
I would like nothing more than to celebrate this victory, but we have a serious problem on our hands.
Oh God.
Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
They haven't exactly been hands-on around here anyway. So there's one less rubber stamp to worry about.
Earth is humanity's home planet, Miss Fenhill. The psychological effects of losing our original home will be devastating.
This is true.
So we've got to make do on our own. Seems to me that'll make us stronger in the end anyhow.
You're quite right. We've got no choice but to make do on our own. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own.
Is that really a bad thing? Wait, hold on. Yeah, wait, hold on. I need to ask you something.
Yes, certainly. I'll help however I can.
What do you think happened?
I don't know what happened, but something must have gone horribly wrong. I don't know why Earth's gone silent. I don't even know if Earth exists anymore. We have no connection back to Earth, and return is likely impossible. We're completely alone out here.
There's got to be something. How do you know all this?
I heard it from Akande herself. She tried to pressure me into joining her side, you see. Tried to make me realize that all hope is lost, and that we are alone. She was half right. We are alone, and we're going to have to fend for ourselves, because there's no telling what's happened to Earth.
So you mentioned something about something disappearing.
You might have heard of the Earth Directorate's frigate. Half the colony's entire military was on that ship. They were returning to Earth when they vanished without a trace. That was 2 years ago. We haven't heard a word from them since. Whatever happened to Earth likely happened to them.
You said there haven't been any new messages from Earth.
Yes, Akande mentioned as much. Earth hasn't sent us a single message in 3 years. No one knows why. Akande had kept the truth to herself, perhaps with good reason. Can you imagine what would have happened if word got out? We'd have utter pandemonium.
A relay station near Cilia hasn't picked up any unencrypted messages in 3 years.
Yes, you were the one who reactivated that relay station, weren't you? Any message from Earth would have arrived unencrypted. It's been 3 years since our last message. The board tried using drones to contact Earth. Every one of those drones sent back the same encrypted message. Earth is completely silent.
There's something else I know about the other colonists.
I wasn't trying to hide the truth from you, but after all you've done, I owe you an explanation.
Start talking.
Yes, I experimented on the Hope's colonists. Each of my experiments ended in catastrophic failure. Each of my subjects died in agony. You are my first and only success. I didn't tell you about the others because I didn't want to burden you. My failures are my own to bear, not yours.
Well, better late than never, I guess.
I'm not asking you to forgive me. Law knows I won't forgive myself, but I'm going to try to set things right. My apologies. I need to get a hold of myself. We've far more pressing issues to worry about right now. If you have any more questions, ask me. I'll answer as best I can.
Yeah, okay. We've got work to do.
Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds, and then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you.
Oh, really?
What do you say, old friend? Will you help us?
Someone has to run this colony. I'm the only competent person left. Not true. You can count on me. I'll help you revive the other colonists. Yeah, possibly. I'm going to do what I've always done. Whatever I want, all the time. Well, we'll save that. We'll save that for another ending.
I thought you were going to help me save this colony. I was wrong. I had our roles reversed, you see. You're the one who's going to save us all. I'm just the one who set you on your path. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support. We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, but what about Earth?
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Between MSI's worker-centric policies and the iconoclast's manpower, Sanjar and Zora were able to rally many of the Terra 2 townships to their cause. MSI's workforce swelled, and the iconoclasts enjoyed a significant surge in their ranks. The board was too distracted by infighting and internal politics to stop MSI from becoming a powerful corporation and a refuge for townships that might have fallen through the cracks. Sublight Salvage adapted to the changes in Halcyon, shifting their business model to suit the times. Their claims of legitimacy were scrutinized, but ultimately unquestioned. Lilia Hagen would continue to protect her family as ruthlessly as ever. Adelaide McDevitt replaced Reed Thompson as the leader of Edgewater. She and her followers transformed Edgewater in their image. Anyone loyal to Reed was pressured into leaving town, and those who stayed behind adapted to her way of life. Adelaide transformed the old cannery into a new garden. The nearby Edgewater Cemetery provided a convenient source of fertilizer. As for Reed Thompson, it was said that he lasted exactly 2 days outside the walls of Edgewater. Years later, a marauder was found in possession of his hat. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the Groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the Lifetime Employment Program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs.
Oh no.
It was a dark time indeed.
Not the
Your
job.
influence shifted Ellie's perspective. She finally admitted, albeit grudgingly, that she just might need other people. Sometimes. With a steady income from the life insurance payouts, she was finally able to afford a ship of her own. She hired a small crew and flew supply missions to communities on the fringe. Some of them were even legal. Life in
Some of them
Halcyon was sobering for
were
Felix
legal.
Maelstrom. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with 2 hands. As much as he enjoyed his adventures aboard the Unreliable, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on, to live out the life he had sought so long to create. He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. He only ever took up arms again to defend the defenseless. Unshackled from a lifetime of striving and fighting the universe and himself, Vicar Maximilian de Soto was finally at peace.
Good on you,
Once
Max.
the matter with the Hope colonists was resolved, Junlei bashfully asked Parvati if she'd like to join her permanently on the Groundbreaker. and Parvati enthusiastically, if somewhat awkwardly, agreed. The stories of her adventures spread across the colony, and Parvati soon found herself the center of attention. Having served as the engineer of a renowned spacecraft, tramp freighters and wildcat miners sought her out by name. And in no time, she was a fixture in the Groundbreaker's mechanical ecosystem.
Nice work,
She
Parvati.
and Junlei were never far apart. Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, a mercenary outfit of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide, or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories, could find her camping on the trail or clearing an infestation. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon?
Oh, God.
Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
Wow, okay. I guess this is a chance for me to quickly just provide some thoughts on this. I'm just gonna turn this down a little bit because it might be a bit too loud. Alright. So, I think overall, like, the game... Okay, so for me, I don't typically play a lot of these types of games. I think the last one I played similar to this would have been the likes of Mass Effect. And I enjoyed Mass Effect, but I never did Fallout, I never did Skyrim, I did, like, Outer Scrolls Oblivion back in the day and whatnot. So this was a slight throwback for me, personally. And it was fun, it's enjoyable. Like, there's a few perks that you can do, there's a few builds that you could look at doing if you wanted to as well. There's a ton of side quests. The thing with it though is that there's a lot of dialogue, and if you're not someone who enjoys listening or reading through a lot of the dialogue, then maybe this isn't something for you. If you're definitely someone who wants to just pick up quest lines and quickly just do them, just so you can get the rewards and the upgrades and the levels. There are plenty of other games out there. The story of this it's interesting. It's not the main seller, I guess, but overall it was a fun game to play. Like I really enjoyed it overall. The graphics are nice. There's a few hiccups here and there on the PC side of things, where regardless, you know, there will just be some random frame drops here and there. The soundtrack's, you know, okay, it's, you know, serviceable. The voice acting's great. The characters are... I enjoyed the characters overall. I think overall this game, it was fun. Like, I don't have a lot of negatives about it. Is it the best game? Probably not. Was it the best game at the time? I still don't think that either. Is it a fun game to play? Absolutely. Well, I've clocked in maybe close to 30 hours, give or take. Maybe 35 hours. And there's still a few bits and pieces left that I could do as well, which at some point I will look at doing. I mean, we've only gone through and done the one ending, and there's the other ending, which I believe is where you go against Bilious. I don't know exactly how it turns out or whatnot, but I know that there is another ending to it. So I will look at visiting the other ending at some point, and we'll go through that and we'll find out exactly what we think of it. I mean, overall, this is the type of game where I believe if you have if you've got a bit of time and you're just wanting to go on a bit of a space adventure with a cast of characters and trying to just, in a way, just let the game tell you a story and just follow it, and you have a chance to have a say as to how you believe you want it to pan out. It's and I've said this plenty of times so far, it's just enjoyable and it's fun. It's nothing that I would say is game breaking. It's nothing that's, you know, breaking records or anything. If you've got a chance to play this, see, here's the thing. If you've got a chance to play this and you don't mind a game where it has a bit of dialogue and a bit of a story, because you probably spend a lot of time just trying to understand the scenario, understand each character that you encounter, understand exactly what's going on, read through a bit of a history before you make a decision on something. You do kind of want to go through and just try and find out if there's more to it, because just because one character tells you something, it doesn't mean it's the whole truth. There's usually something else going on in the background, and of course the way that you interact with a lot of the people in the world, especially with the main NPCs, I guess, and as to how you want to interact with them or how you want to try and resolve a problem. There's a lot to it, right? So if you want a game that holds your hand and takes you through onto this journey and it allows you to have some input here and there, definitely play this game. So again, if you've played games similar to Mass Effect, possibly some of the Fallout games as well, you know, Skyrim, Elder Scrolls, things like that, anything where you believe that choices, I say this very loosely, games that allow, or games that give you the impression that choices matter, and you enjoy those type of games, this is definitely worth a go. However, if you're more on the lines of you just want an action adventure game and you just want to be able to go in there and not think about things too much and pick up a quest and just go, this is probably not the game for you. Right? My recommendation for this is only if you are into those story-based choices matter, and I use that very loosely, choices matter type of games, you need to give this a shot. Absolutely. Even now, right? It's worth a playthrough, at least once. So yeah, I'm happy with it. I don't think so far. It's one of the games that I've played so far that I've completed on stream. I would rate this higher than Assassin's Creed Origins. But to me, yeah, I would. Ooh, actually, yeah, I would put it on par, somewhat on par with Control. Even though they're completely different games. Same thing with Assassin's Creed Origins, right? I'm just talking about enjoyability as to how much fun did I have with the game from start to finish. I still think, oh, actually, a good comparison to this would be, how would I compare this with Cyberpunk? And I don't know. My preference is I would probably put Cyberpunk slightly ahead of this one. I'm not saying that this is a worse game than Cyberpunk. I mean, for me, I enjoyed Cyberpunk and I enjoyed The Outer Worlds. I guess there was a little bit more, for me, there were more memorable moments in Cyberpunk than there are with The Outer Worlds. And definitely more memorable parts of this than Assassin's Creed. But won't compare to Nier Replicant or Nier Automata or Hades. And Control was a trip, right? I'm just saying, Control was a pretty trippy game overall. But anyway, look, I'm grateful that we've finished with The Outer Worlds. Yes, there are still some other bits and pieces to kind of clear up. Probably to see the other endings and whatnot, which I will decide if I will do that on the next coming stream. I don't want to do it now. Like, if I do it now, it's going to take me another 2 hours, and I kind of don't want to go over overtime at the moment. Because ideally, I kind of just want to play roughly for like maybe 3-4 hours a night, and that's pretty much it. So I'll see whether or not if I will come back to this and just have a look at the other ending. We'll do one session and we'll just quickly get to the other ending and close it off from there. But yeah, I guess we'll find out in the next couple of days. Because the reason why I say that, I've got a bit of a craving at the moment for a few games on the PlayStation that I have either haven't touched or haven't finished, and one of them is God of War. So I've been putting that one off because I just don't know exactly PS4, because I can't get access to a PS5 at the moment. My PS4, it can get pretty loud. So I've just spent probably the last day or two just to see exactly how loud it gets, and I'm kind of happy with it at the moment. So we're gonna do God of War as the next title, and after that, the next one I want to go through, because I've got an itch for a JRPG. So we will be doing a JRPG next. As to which one we're gonna do, not too sure yet. It could be a Tales game, probably not a Tales of Arise, because I still need to finish off Tales of Berseria. There is Legend of Heroes, Trials of Cold Steel, which is something that I really wanted to play and finish off. I started it on the PS Vita, but never got around to finishing it. In fact, my PS Vita is gone, so that wasn't an option. But I do have a version of it on PC. And the one that's got me very intrigued, it is Persona 5 Royale. So let's not get ahead of everything though. The next one we want to do will be God of War. But anyway, if we go to continue, I wonder where it takes us to. Oh. Right back here. Right back before we release them. Okay. So we got load game. That means we can bring it back up to here. But I think what we need to do is we need to go back and do back up to the foundation. That's actually, that's not too bad. It's like 3 hours behind. It's not too bad at all. I think we can do that. Right. So yeah, one more session just to go through, get a bad ending. I don't think it'll be too bad, and then maybe on Monday we can start off with the likes of God of War. I think that'd probably be a good way to do it. Yeah, I think we will do that. Okay, well, look, we're done. Outer Worlds completed. Finish. One more thing to do, just to find out another ending. That's pretty much it. So I'm going to end my stream here. It's been 3 hours. Yes, another hour, but I can't think of anything right now that I want to jump into at this point in time that's worth jumping into. So we will end it here, and we will be back on Saturday. So it is Friday in New Zealand tomorrow. So yay, weekend is so much closer, and I hope you have a fantastic day wherever you are, and I hope that you have something planned up for the weekend and get to just relax a little bit and maybe enjoy it. Why not? I know I can see a lot of my friends and whatnot are planning to do a lot of ordering a lot of takeout because the freedoms are there now and they're allowed to do so. For me, I'm willing to sit back, relax a little bit. I actually have a few Magic the Gathering commander decks that I want to build, so I've taken a lot of my decks apart and I will be going through that over the weekend just to see exactly if I can create another deck that that I want to do and be happy with it overall. But besides that, Saturday we will either be continuing on with this, or maybe I'll just finish it up tomorrow. Surprise stream tomorrow, Friday. We'll finish up with the Outer Worlds so we can start on a brand new game. Well, for me, a brand new game that I've never finished, and we will go from there. Anyway, look, I've been talking a lot so far. Anyway, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are, and until next time, bye.